Two Hands on Heart Massage Therapy and Pilates Clinic. This is our first episode. I'm Sylvia.
I'm Andrea.
And we are going to talk about all the protocols for COVID-19 that we implement into the clinic. So I'm going to leave that up to you. And we'll just flip back and forth if we miss anything.
Yeah, COVID-19. I mean, every day we read in the news, there's changing information, and it's kind of a scary time right now with the ICU numbers kind of creeping up. So we really are working hard to keep things as safe as we can in the clinic. So I'm just going to talk about a few things. Clients, what we have our clients do when they come into the clinic versus therapists, what Sylvia and I do together to ensure safety. So first off, when the clients come in, we're really lucky in the facility we work in. People who've come here, we have a beautiful facility and it's small and quiet. So we can actually,
just the two of us.
It's just the two of us, and we actually split our shifts. So Sylvia will work a day, I'll work a night, I'll work a day, Sylvia will work a night.
Yeah.
So we only have one therapist and one client coming into our clinic at a time. Mm-hmm. The only exception is when we have a mother who comes in with children, and we'll have a parent as basically to supervise the assessment process.
Yeah, and in the treatment room the whole entire time as well. But we're all masked up.
Yeah, so as soon as a client comes in, we have them put on one of our surgical masks. If they bring one from home too, we're also comfortable if they wear their own masks. Yeah. And we just have them sanitize their hands. From there we do our payment process, and that's basically touchless. We enter all the information in ourselves.
Yeah, everything's done online, and we also do direct billing, so that's a huge plus. So the clients don't even have to worry about payment if they have direct billing. So that makes it so much easier for our clients. And then we go through our assessment.
Yeah. Oh, and our COVID waiver.
And our COVID waiver, which is usually sent to you about 9 hours before your massage treatment. And in the past, we used to have a 24-hour cancellation policy, and now we have a 9-hour cancellation policy in effect because, you could wake up and just not feeling right or just not feeling right before you go to bed, so we are a little bit more lenient on that. But the COVID waiver is done online, so it's sent to you, and then we get to have a look at it prior.
We just had a comment.
We just got a comment?
Oh, Mary Pear is watching. Hi,
hey,
Mary Pear. I don't know if I should set this up really quickly.
Oh my goodness.
Here, I'll let you do that while we kind of click on.
I have no idea what you're doing.
Yeah. Every client signs the COVID waiver just saying that they're healthy, they haven't had any contact with a COVID-19 case. And then next, intraoral massage. So intraoral massage is something we do for somebody with a case of temporomandibular joint dysfunction. And in that case, in some cases, we'll actually go into the mouth with gloves on. And we kind of take that by case-by-case basis.
We do, and same with craniosacral therapy. That is a lot of intraoral work and working with the palate. And at one point, we were not allowed to go internally. So again, it's based case by case, and we do wear gloves, and everything is, as sanitized as it is, right? It's just,
And again, sometimes those benefits definitely outweigh the risk that may be involved, because when somebody comes in with that much pain, you just want to have relief. And again, we want to make it as safe as possible. So for therapists ourselves, same thing as our clients, we only come to work if we're healthy. If we feel like we've got any sniffle or headache or anything, again, Sylvia and I can just trade back and forth. So, she can sub in for me, I can sub in for her. And we also wear the proper PPE equipment. So as you can see, we're both wearing our beautiful aprons that we wash regularly, and we
wear a three-ply surgical mask, and it's changed after every treatment. So we're always wearing a new mask. And
we wash and sanitize our hands before we put on our PPE. Very important. We are constantly washing and sanitizing our hands throughout the day. I lose count how many times we wash our hands. It's constant. We do it before we contact with each patient, before and after each treatment, before and after we clean anything, and after we clean anything. So we're constantly also having to moisturize because everything is drying. At least hand sanitizer isn't quite as drying. So again, with COVID-19, we know that it is very contagious. It's spread through respiratory droplets or contaminated surfaces. So one thing that we've done right from the start is we take 30 minutes in between our clients.
Yeah.
And we dedicate that time solely to cleaning.
Yeah.
We clean everything.
Everything. So once our client leaves, we put on our gloves, we remove all our sheets, and in between, so you know how you're on a massage table and it's so cozy and warm? Well, we actually have a protective plastic layer underneath the nice sheepskin and the heating pad. There is another fitted sheet, and then there's a plastic sheet barrier, and then we put another fitted sheet for the clean, and then we put a flat sheet, and then we put another flat sheet, and then you get a blanket.
I actually brought a little demonstration so people can see.
So there's lots of linen going
There's
on
lots.
here.
So we have our plastic sheet, and then we have 2 linens on top of the plastic sheet.
And then we have the fitted sheets.
And then we have a cover for the client, a nice one, and then we have a nice thick blanket.
Yeah, and everything gets cleaned.
Everything in the room, every towel,
Yeah.
every big blanket, all of it, everything goes in the wash. We strip everything down.
Everything, yeah.
And then the table, the headrest, doorknobs, light switches, anything the client may have contacted in the clinic, everything gets thoroughly disinfected.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's as safe as we can possibly make it. So
Yeah, so what we do is we spray everything, then we leave the room, and then we get the laundry going, and we're organizing and cleaning maybe our cups, or maybe cleaning our Graston tools. Then we go back in the room, we wipe everything down, and then we take our disinfectant wipes and we wipe everything down again, and then we wait till everything is dry. So we scrub, and then we reset the whole entire table. So by the time that is done, we have just a few minutes to look over our next client who's coming in, and we look at the notes, and yeah, we're all ready to go for patient
all
time
business.
number 2. All business. No time to play.
Yeah, so it definitely gets still be nice some late nights, because all of our charting, everything we do when we get home. So it's
there's no
a
more
long
time
day for us,
no more
but
time.
I think it's the times, and again, we
Yeah.
want to be as safe as possible.
Yeah, and you know that good 30 minutes in between, that way you're not also rushing out of the clinic, so it's not like, oh, in 15 minutes I have another client, you gotta go. We actually get to spend some time and talk about home care, we talk about when your next appointment's gonna be, what we can do to help you through the next, maybe you're only gonna come in every month or maybe every other week, so we always try to give you some homework to do so you don't forget about us. Now
it's pretty hard to forget about us, I think.
So that was good, eh?
That was pretty much it. I mean, the only other comment I had was, again, our clothes. Like we both have clothes that we wear specifically to the clinic
to come into work,
and we just wear our clothes from home to the clinic. We don't go shopping or run errands, so we could contact, because again, we're brushing up against a client, even though we have our apron. Sometimes if we have our pants on, we just try to keep everything as sanitary as possible. And definitely, if you have any questions or concerns, or you want to know more about our procedures, Sylvie and I are always happy to talk to you about it in ways we can improve too. If anybody has any ideas.
Absolutely. And then when it comes to Pilates, when I opened in June, or prior to opening, I thought, oh, this is going to be great because we're going to have 2 of everything. We're going to do private, semi-privates, and we'll have little group classes, maximum of 4 to 6 people, and then COVID kind of changed everything. So now I offer private and semi-private mixed equipment mat classes. It's 90% equipment. And the protocols for that is definitely changed. So I've switched, we'll give you a tour of the actual clinic on our next episode. But everything is beyond 6 feet apart. So the 2 reformers on the outside of the room. So it's not necessarily you can do a workout with someone in your bubble. You can actually have another person in doing a class with you. So for those protocols, when you come in, you're actually going to be cleaning the equipment prior to actually doing a Pilates session. So even though I sterilize it and I clean everything you're touched, the frame, the wooden handles, the straps, everything gets cleaned when you come in, it gets cleaned when you're done your Pilates session, and then there's like a half an hour between the next person. So again, even the classes, they're not like back to back. There is a little bit of a time frame between the 2, so everything is thoroughly cleaned and sanitized. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what we offer, you're probably wondering, these.
What do we offer?
What do we offer? We offer quite a bit. We do therapeutic massage. Our goal is to really dive into what your chronic pain is, if you have the chronic pain, or just like constant pain. It doesn't even have to be like chronic, can be constant. But that chronic shoulder problem, the chronic migraines or the headaches, or
overuse injuries.
Overuse injuries, that's a huge one. Sitting at the
yeah.
computer all day and my neck and shoulders hurt, and I'm starting to get a headache. So we work with you on therapeutic massage. We love working pre and postnatal massage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Youth massage, that's Andrea's.
Oh yeah, I love working on kids for sure too.
Yeah, that's your jam.
My kids love massages. They're constantly asking to book appointments.
I love kids too. I love working on kids too. We also incorporate myofascial cupping and the Graston technique. And again, we'll talk about those further on.
I think we're going to have special sessions on those.
We are. We're going to actually do some demonstrations
Yeah.
on Graston and on cupping. And I also do craniosacral therapy. We'll learn about that, and reflexology. And we're open 6 days a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're fairly flexible with our time. And
yeah, there's a time, even in our hours,
Yeah.
if it's earlier in the morning or something, you can always, email us and we can see if we can accommodate you. We try to be as accommodating as possible.
Yeah, we're open Monday through Saturday with Sundays off. And you can book online, which makes it really super easy. And we talked about the direct billing.
Yeah.
So there
I think we're all good. I didn't pick up my coffee mug today because yesterday I had Sylvia actually makes all these mugs, and you can't really see, but she's got the 2 hands 1 heart logo on them, and they're quite beautiful. But
that was my Halloween mug.
I had a smaller one yesterday, and I've got really long fingers, which are great for massaging, but not so good for holding little cups. And apparently I was flipping everybody the bird, so I apologize if I offended anyone. I had a few texts come in, so
This is
we'll
the
keep
first
the cup
time
down.
live. So if you have any questions pertaining to massage or Pilates, let us know, and we will answer those questions next week. So this is 6 weeks.
6-week series.
6-week series every Monday at 11 a.m.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in, and we look forward to meeting you. And